Clover.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank goodness you're back. Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Oh. We put him on ice. You know, without the ice pod. He's a little mad. I explained what happened.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
Definitely safe. He's
Well,
fine.
are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Don't
worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
Alright, you guys got some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You MDA B-gaze before Clover and I got back. Wanna know why the hell did you go ahead and do something like that?
Sigma, take a look. It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun?
Yes.
Well then who was it? Does their name rhyme with Fritos?
I opened it.
Oh man, it's Ditos! So it was you! I figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yeah, Dio. Hypotheticals have us, you know, being fucked.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. You tell me you don't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
Here's how it works. If you press that button, and oh, magically, an entire group doesn't end up voting because you fucking took away their time,
There was
they
no such
die.
thing.
I didn't see one in the... Hey,
I kind of explained it early.
Then in other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? You doing it before you saw a single person come in effectively gave people a death time limit.
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened it if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
I like that we sass Dio more.
You said the room you went into was a
I'd like to
treatment center,
think
right?
I like to think there's extra malice for Dio from other routes that you've done that carry into your current one. Just to the point where, you know, you start the third one, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? It's me, Dio, and then you just murder him.
If
That'd
they
be
treat
great.
people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. And then I explained the, cold sleep function, and I assume the history.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people, then?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart? Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
stops, your bracelet comes off.
Oh, that's why that would matter. Oh, so if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
Oh, he's too big! And the armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Then you have to be able to defrost people fast enough, and this game has a time limit.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
Of course, we would have won that way. Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
He set it up so you could only turn it on when the puzzle was active. And now that the puzzle was completed, and you've used it to complete it, it's done. It's done, so you can't use it.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
Well, by that logic, what would what would Kay have to worry about, right? Because, sure, everybody's bracelet would come off, sure, and then he'd be left high and dry. But that doesn't end the game. These guys also can't open the 9 door without someone being there to have 9 BP. So then wouldn't they need him to reach 9? So then they'd be like, okay, fucking continue playing the game, you just don't have the bracelets on, and then build him up to 9, then he opens the door. Then everyone can leave and everything's happy. Then again, this is completely impossible to happen, so whatever.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick Betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Okay then, Tenmyoji. You take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
Yes, you're bad.
I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Okay, they opened them up. Let's go. Once again, they gave us a lot of footstep sounds that I'm just like, okay, I get it. They're walking. Enough. Fucking hate that noise. I don't know why. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
how can you talk in the timelines? Don't talk in my flowchart. We have two choices. Potentially one of them will open up to something further, though. We've learned that is totally a possibility that could happen. So we're gonna find out. We're up against Quark. We can just betray him. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Can I, take that back? I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose Ally.
That's more than just a little bit. Sounds like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. A Shih Tzu, rather. The hell happened? Did he say something?
I can't tell you.
Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you. I promise. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, does he? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh ho, so you're saying you know who he really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, man.
Please, choose Ally.
You aren't gonna try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Alright. Okay. It was unlikely I'd get a chance like this again. Alright, cut the bullshit. Let's do it. Alright, let's go! We always gotta vote wrong first. Except for that one time when apparently it was the right thing to do.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Well, you'll know in a moment. What do you want to do after that's up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
I grinned and head toward the display. Why do I sound evil?
Results from round 2 of the
I like how all the
Ambidex
other
game
times you
will
go for
now
this, where
be
it's like,
displayed.
okay, what are you gonna do? Oh man, I can't believe you chose that. He's like, why did I choose this? I felt like I don't know what made me do this. This time it's like, yes, I did it.
Please stop.
K Alice Dio, betray, as expected. Ally, betray, ally. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little afraid, a little sick. Oh, hey, we win! I forgot about that part. Hey, look, we did it. Hey, Clover, let's leave.
Points have been. Please check your.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. I'm not getting out of here, because they never let me out of here! He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. Yeah! My time has come! The door began to move. Everything.
Shit.
Everything has begun.
Son of a bitch actually did it?
All I did was pull a lever. His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face my opponent. Sorry. This is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry, I'll go to the police and come back. I'm not just gonna leave you here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Shouldn't he have run by now? You've been talking for 30 seconds!
Give it up. Charge!
How the fuck did you let that happen? Just run through the door!
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
If this door only opens once, like, was that actually said, by the way? Because that just got me a little bit. The door only opens once. If that's true, then they double fuck themselves then. No one will get out. So by that logic, they're just gonna kill everyone via spite. Ah, shit. Let me go! Let me go! I can feel something huge, heavy, and metal press against my back. Ah, okay. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves! The door only opens once!
I know. Go, Clover.
Fuck! Boo! How dare you serve this cunt mastermind!
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out. But this is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help. That's... Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
Then what's the point of keeping me here? If the point is for her to come back with help, 2 people is fine. This doesn't make sense!
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
Alice had shoved Clover through the door.
Alice! Go! Call for help. I'm counting on you. Alice! No! I can't!
Oh my god, why does an idiot win? No, I can't. I can't live safely.
The number 9. This ends. Thank you. As the gate escape, please.
I'm annoyed at how fucking stupid that was. Like, that was really bad. No, Sigma's mean, so he doesn't get to escape and call for help. Instead, give it to Clover, and then when she's given the opportunity, no, I won't! Clover, the door only opens once, so if no one goes out, then we are effectively trapped here for the rest of our lives. No, but, no, I will leave! I hate her! Jump! Just jump. Yes. I get ya.
One.
Fine.
Round 2. Result. Thank you. Ambidextrous.
Well, let's see what happens next.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me press the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you know in a moment. Let's go. I like that you add a little bit when you betray.
Results from please.
The results are in again. Why'd I cringe a little bit? Like, no, he's fixed and unfrozen, or out of the pod. Whatever.
Points have been assigned or subtracted. Please check your bracelet to...
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark's sick, a kid, and unable to vote. Couldn't bring myself to betray him.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote Ally. So there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Alice K. Dio, on the other hand, seemed to have a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted Ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Yeah, but I also don't want to lose, or he doesn't want to lose, when you think about it.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over, life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose Betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of rebuttal, and realized, oh shit, he didn't do anything wrong. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut.
The ambidextrous round 3.
Yeah.
The...
Yeah, as many times as we
can
want.
play the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Yep. He did. Let's check out the bracelets. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair. Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So how the group's supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Good. Lay it out. How are the groups going to shake out? option A. And then she's gonna go through them, but really.
Oh?
They'll reassess
only
them
one
anyway
option?
later.
Yes, no other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh, God. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Oh man, Dio, you're shit.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
And about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Make
Well,
a
we
good
don't
point.
have anything to lose. So we might as well look for that medicine. Clover, right?
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk would?
Okay. We should split up and search.
I mean, hey, I voted ally just to help the kid out. And because you'll pin me down but not Clover because these characters are retarded.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
Yeah, sure. I have to find out
You're
how you
going to
guys
the
are going to
treatment
kill me
center,
this
correct?
time.
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
Huh. This is the PEC.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back at the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. Oh.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
Whoa, whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Clover. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Okay.
We looked everywhere, but didn't find anything. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with the stuff about the world being infested with a virus? A pandemic seems like it would have made the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We're in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what was the rumor? Got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice? I heard you guys belong to some kind of organization. Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail, looked down at the floor. Don't bite that, alright? I spend at least 10 minutes on each one of these.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Hey, it's no problem.
Promise?
Promise. Clover nodded, began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state of citizenry. Okay, that's great. What the fuck could Clover do? Then again, what could fucking Alice do? They're both fan service ladies. Our existence has been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved with that. Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I played the nonary game twice before. Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were stuck in an SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out, already working for the SIOS, but she'd been on her way to the building we've been trapped to as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down and she lost her clothes. The only clothes she found was in a box that said, "For all ice," and then she just put them on, I guess. We offered her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we had been trapped in. Can I say that I wish that Alice had appeared in this game as like a 10th person, died in the first act? Because them having to explain around the connection of Alice clearly being all ice in the first game, and then saying we don't want to do that plot line anymore, so we're just going to use bad logic to write it out, is really bad. It will continue to be bad. We couldn't see how us playing the nonary game had anything to do with terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters, put into custody. Guess they thought there had to be some sort of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. Yeah, except for Hongo, fuck that pig. But things didn't go back the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother. He's super awesome, for one. And he was in both of the last notary games too. But unfortunately, he can't be used as hot jailbait to put on the cover of video games, so we didn't use him anymore. But the people behind the 2 notary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after all, the huge mean men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We're always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. Couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So, we were talking it over one day and decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. What was it, like Braille? I know that sounds kind of weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turns out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second notary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age. A bunch of them looked familiar. Only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were victims of the first game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff, and then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium, looked around the room, making eye contact with each of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We're doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. Nope, that's not what they are. You have the ability to access the morphogenic field. We need that. Guessing you don't know what that is, we know what that is. Purpose of the first notary game was to do it. Yeah, sure. Alice had gathered up the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it'd been 9 years ago, so they weren't really kids anymore, more like young adults. Everybody she brought in was an esper. Oh man, we're just gonna use that term now, aren't we? Alrighty. Fucking, I'm gonna stick some magicite up your vagina. I bet you think I'm just making all this up. I don't blame you, it's pretty crazy. I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. How would you forget the superpowers you were kidnapped for? So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted to use my weird ability I had for them after I was taken by some shady medicine man who can't see faces. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore anyway. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all. Most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. Probably 6 to 7 figures, probably. Like, when your salary is like millions a year, military has, no problem doing that when you're like, oh, this terrorist organization will wipe out humanity. I was still totally against it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. So a couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first notary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that she asked? Wasn't that? She asked something that I might want to know more about? Wait, hold on. Let me reread this. I think I had a stroke. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first notary game might have been a part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might... I don't understand that sentence! I give up. They probably put quotes in the wrong spot. Whatever. I know that Hongo was controlled by Free the Soul. But the clincher was that what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second notary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like Seven, another participant from the second game. Akane, one of the people behind the second notary game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join. For the next couple months, all we did is train. Half the time, it was general knowledge, like technical skills an agent would need. Other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. Yeah, keep on saying that word. Yeah, sure. They'd actually known about... Okay. They'd known a lot of techniques. Cool. Great. Several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers and then use the morphogenic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The research facility was fake and I got captured, forced to wear clothes that make me look good. It was bad. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. Relieved and happy to be alive and free, but also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back, I started to cry because I'm useless. I wanted to be just like her. Really? You wanted to be a cunt? You've done very good. You've done a very good job. Very good job. Let me give you a pat. Okay, let me not break my microphone. That's dangerous. How much of my lifespan's being lowered by this entire thing? You're killing me. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where the headquarters was. The directors decided that on Christmas of 2028, we would strike. This time I promised myself I wouldn't screw it up. But 3 days beforehand, we got captured by Zero. And when you woke up, you're in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Cool. All that talking seems to have tired her out. Really? Because I was the only one doing it. I have a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your powers. I'm guessing you can't use them?
Yeah. I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait. Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
I mean, that would make sense. Like, alright, we're gonna Zero maybe an Esper and can just do it. I hate that I'm saying it now. I gotta stop myself. I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus. Yeah. Okay, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Why not? You told me the organization you're in, but you can't tell me who you're fighting?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
And you're saying she wouldn't be mad at this?
But...
Fine, let me rephrase. What are they going to do?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No. All we know is soon.
Well, you better tell me who the Myrmidons are soon before I Myrmidon your eyeball.
Yeah. It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
You mean that they might have already released
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And The 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait. That doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
Yeah, that is a complete possibility that some people were frozen that truly don't know and are being honest, and the rest of them either have memory loss or are just being a piece of shit. So you're saying 10 Myoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying?
Right?
What's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
You don't purify things by giving people an infection.
Oh.
Except viruses that fix viruses, but you know what I mean.
Unclean. Shut up. Just hold on a minute.
I get it. Unclean because she's not a virgin.
Close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een. Neostigmine.
Neo what?
Did
Oh,
you
that
forget
thing.
already?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out. Injection gun with a vial of medication. Oh yeah, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe that stuff has Radical 6 in it. Like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you and just give you some goo. I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. I'll start at the top, all right? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in a
Right.
brain. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's gotta be for this, right? That thing can cure this, right? Oh shit.
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
Oh shit!
First, is this over? I guess you could say.
And because this exists within the middle timeline, it means we get the middle timeline's doors. Which means that someone did go to the treatment center. It wasn't us. But all we have to do is say it, someone rushes and shoots us with it within the 5 minutes, right? But then again, it says it cures it, so we might actually have a little bit more than 5 minutes.
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this and we get penalized?
Yeah, we don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. That means one of us can break the rules.
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
Hey, Clover, wait! It was too late. She was already heading out. Oh man, that's an interesting piece of information, at least. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift. As soon as it came back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. I mean, that's a major piece of info. But But as far as I know, now that we've done that, this should open. So, we'll have to continue to play this out, though. So, why are you looking so high? What's up? No. How would you get Radical 6? I don't... How would she do that, though? How would she get it? There's only 2 people we've seen at this point who would. And we've seen every other result from this timeline. This point of the game. There's no reason for her to get it. She never got it in any of the others, or at least showed any symptoms. What's going on? Like, I don't... Oh, God. This is always the, aw man, fucked up shit, this way comes the theme. I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but... the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji gone too. They'd left Quark, and the readout said he was normal. Far as I could tell, still asleep. Fine, time to go somewhere else. It's fine. It's fine. I made my way out of the treatment center. Okay, nothing in the lounge. Are you telling me no one's in the... Huh. Guess we don't have... I mean, there's still one place. The infirmary! Oh, yeah! Yeah, the infirmary would be fine. They're like, yo, Sigma, what's up? We were looking for the moist towelettes. See, we're looking for Pampers, and then, like, the moist towelettes seemed like a better option. And then it's like, fuck it, what if there's just hand sanitizer? I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well run to a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. What? What do you mean? Felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea. I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Why? This can't be. How could... Oh! 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... We're fucked! Even Clover, too. What in the fuck? Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? Couldn't tell, all the blood. Ah. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. Oh god. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. Wait, hold on. Let's account for this. I'm Sigma, and there's 6 people there. Quark's in the Where's Kay? Hey, Kay, where are you, buddy? Did I just get the disease? This could just be straight psychosis, though.